Welcome to the Morning Nerdy News. I'm your host, Brandon, also known as Gray Falcon. We're going to go ahead and jump right in here today, but first, I want everyone to have that little reminder that if you like my content, make sure you're clicking the follow button here on Twitch. And if you watch me over on YouTube later on, click the subscribe button. If you want to get those notifications, hit the bell. And you can also follow me on Twitter as The Gray Falcon. And if you do that over there, you'll also get those notifications available for when I'm going live on stream. All right, let's go ahead and get in here now, where we're going to start off with information about the side quests. Oh, sorry about that. So we're going to start off with information about the side quest for Immortals Phoenix Rising teams up with Netflix Blood of Zeus. So this isn't the first team up that they've done. They do plan on having other ones as well, as far as we can tell. But effectively what's going on is they do these little team ups. They add these limited in-game quests, and you can go in and pick up some extra items. Now, over on Ubisoft's website, they basically are just covering what the quest is about their grouping with Netflix in order to get this done. However, the real deal with this is you get an item that allows lightning attacks to happen from time to time while you're in the middle of combat. So if you're still playing this game, or if you've just picked it up because it's currently on sale for like $30, this is a good time to go in, maybe get a little bit of extra bump to your game if you're able to go in and complete this quest before the time ends. And over in other gaming news, we have the location for Dragon Age 4. It seems to be confirmed. It's expected to be set in Teventer. I'm sorry, I'm probably messing that one up, but Teventer is the main place that this is expected to be set up. This has been kind of confirmed by the fan book that exists out there, so that you can go out and see the timeline and history of all of this. And if you go in and read and find out about that information, you can see Teventer is supposed to be the next setup in this line of information. So pretty cool information here. If you want to go pick up that book, you can read about it and get a little bit more information on Teventer and find out where this is really going with the story. All right, and then we have a new update, and this one is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game reportedly being made without BioWare, and this comes from VGC. Being re-reported on GameSpot, as well as from Nate Nadja, who is better known as Shinobi602. Basically, there's information saying that BioWare is not going to have anything to do with the new KOTOR game, which I don't know. Given everything that's going on, given that Dragon Age 4 is still in the works, it doesn't necessarily surprise me on that end. However, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know that I really want to see this developed by someone other than BioWare or perhaps Obsidian. It's really kind of disappointing to me in that regard because of the work they put into that. But I can also see where they had the problems with their last couple of games, and maybe they need time away before they step into another one of these big epics from their past and try and come back up with the ideas of that. Maybe going to a smaller studio that has something to prove will make all the difference for that. We'll just have to wait and find out where this actually is going to end up. And then we have some other news. So if you've paid attention to the stocks or read some of the reports, GameStop's stock price has been skyrocketing. And now this isn't the first report from Kotaku on this, but this is a follow-up report. And basically last week they talked about how there's this group of individual investors, so not Wall Street people who mostly invest on free investing sites, so things like E-Trade or Robinhood, individuals who have enough capital that they want to put into things, and they follow and are a part of this group, and they decided, well, we want to kind of take a meme of GameStop and show how effectively the stock market can be influenced by factors that have nothing to do with reality. So all they've done is gone in and bought up a bunch of stock. And unfortunately, if you are an options trader, a lot of people have put in on the options that they expect GameStop to continue to go down and fail in order to earn money that way. Well, this has caused problems for those people who are doing these short sells, doing these things with options on Wall Street, and forcing them to have to go and buy up the stock as well to offset their losses from this going up rather than down. So this in turn is pushing the price even higher and higher. And last week we saw the price hit up at 70 some odd dollars when it had originally been $20 at the start of last week. And then yesterday we saw the price surge up to $159 and then careen back down to $60 per share from people selling it off, making huge profits on these short sales of this stock. So if you are interested, maybe go look into this Reddit scene, see if they are planning on continuing on with that throughout the rest of this week. Might be a good time to jump in and do a little investing if they prove that they are going to continue to force the stock high and do these short sales in order to make a bunch of money on it. However, this also just proves that the value of what you purchase in a stock can be manipulated. It can be shown as something other than what the company truly is worth. Because right now, GameStop is not expected to turn a profit until sometime in 2023. So 2 years from now at best, maybe 2.5 years from now, GameStop is expected to finally have things turn around, have expanded what they're selling, have things marketed in a way so you can come in and maybe sit down and play games with friends or do a LAN party or something at their stores, all these things they've been testing before they start to see a profitable quarter. Just keep that in mind, that a lot of this is really supposed to prove is how volatile and how unrealistic the market can truly be, and to pay attention to what you're investing in. All right, let's go ahead and get over into some cosplay news. And this is a little concerning because the Japanese government could change cosplay forever, says Kotaku. And what this article is about is the laws changing for copyright, saying that, these people who do cosplay and are earning money on it, they are technically profiting off of the creation of someone else, which in many cases is illegal. We've seen Nintendo go after people for doing things like the Mario Kart racing in the streets and having dressed up like characters and their carts dressed up like the Mario Karts, and Nintendo won that. So this is just one of those things that's expanding on that copyright, saying these people are making money off of us without us getting a cut of it. We believe that if you are going to earn money on this, we should get a share of it. Now, this is going to get a little bit deeper and a little bit more problematic even still, because on top of that, that means all of a sudden that if you are a cosplayer, in order to earn money as a living for doing this, for having this creativity and going out and being able to recreate something, you have to get permission from that company, come up with a contract and deal before you can post a single photo of you in that outfit, maybe even of creating that outfit. It's really disheartening to someone who isn't already in this, isn't already making money on this. It creates a barrier to entry, where this was originally just all about people who were good at it, decided to turn this into a career in a way by teaching how to create these things, teaching how to get into this, and all of a sudden you have to have a contract to be able to even wear that and post a photo of it. They're talking about that this could even lead all the way down to copyright infringement, just to anyone, even if you are not profiting off of it, by just posting a photo on Instagram, because all of a sudden you are showing off that product in a way that you've made, and that gives you the potential to profit off of their piece of art. It has potential earnings growth, and that's where this gets even more sticky. So all of a sudden, anybody at a convention, you take a photo of them, post it up, that person is now in trouble because they posted a photo. So hopefully this is something we don't see their government go through with. Maybe there's got to be stipulations for this type of thing put in place where, sure, okay, if you reach a financial threshold, you are allowed to do this. A company is allowed to come to you and say, you are earning so much that you now owe us a share of your profits. That's fine. And a company has the right to say, well, you have a reputation or you've done something that would negatively impact our company, and they can state that you are no longer allowed to cosplay. But I really think this is would be better served that if they are going to force that they take a profit from this, that there has to be some sort of threshold before it becomes something that they can stop. Otherwise, you're putting a huge barrier to entry on people who would like to get into this but haven't grown their community large enough to earn a living off it. They haven't reached a point where the monetary value for them is high enough that they could even afford to really provide them with any significant amount of money. And yeah, we'll just have to see where this goes. This is one of those things that we're also seeing problems on with Twitch in regards to music. So hopefully we see this resolved in the near future and something come about this that is positive for the creators and maybe still earns the company that created that a little bit of money, but only cutting from the top end rather than going in and cutting into the people who don't even have the option of really having a career out of this yet. All right, and then we have our final piece of news, and this is over from Apple, and they have issued a warning against putting your iPhone 12 close to pacemakers. So this has to deal with the MagSafe, and apparently that can cause problems if you keep your phone, say, in a jacket pocket that would be near where your pacemaker is, and you don't want to have this device causing interruption with something as important as your pacemaker. So get this word out there. If you know someone who has this, or even just tell your friends, because who knows, maybe one of your friends has information on someone who has a pacemaker and they want to make sure they stay safe. And unfortunately, not everyone keeps up on the news or gets this type of information fast enough. And it's not like Apple is sending a warning out to every iPhone 12 owner saying, hey, if you own this product and you have a pacemaker or some other specific device that could be interrupted by this magnet in here, you need to keep that device away from that area of your body, because that just leads to lawsuits. So why would they tell people other than, a post release on here? Why would they send it to everyone on their iPhone and create a panic? Even though it would be the right thing to do is to provide that information to every current owner, it's not going to happen. Or if it does, it's going to be in one of those terms of service agreements that's super long, and most people just click accept and move on and don't worry about it, which is kind of skeevy to me, and I hope they do the right thing, but I don't expect it. So make sure you are spreading the word on this. All right, well, that's going to be it for today. Again, remember, click the follow button, click the share button, click the like button, click the subscribe button, any of those for Gray Falcon, GRAY_Falcon, FALCON, here on YouTube, and The Gray Falcon over on Twitter. Until next time, have a good one.